Been having a good time so far?
I am. Great.
Let's see your shirt. Let's see your shirt. What does it say?
I've been married for 35 years and I have
Not scared of
nothing.
Scared. Nothing scares me. Yeah. Oh. Is that true? Been through a lot in 35 years.
I have, but some things have scared me, but I made it through.
What scared you?
Sometimes when you have one of them intense arguments or disagreements, we're gonna make it. We made it. But that's a part of it. But
right, it's a part of the game.
That's the honesty.
Yeah.
Letting you guys in, being transparent that there are some shaky moments.
Right.
But we've decided to work through those shaky moments, and here we are today. Thank the Lord.
35 years later.
Yeah, and I still love him. I'm still in love with him. I'm still, all that good stuff.
Well, yeah, okay, we won't get into the good stuff. But same here. But my story. Once I said I do, I'm good. You gotta I'm one of them. You can't get rid of me. I'm like one of them stray cats you feed. You can't ever get rid of me. Yeah. But 35 years, we worked through it, made it through it, all the good stuff, and here we are. Yeah. 35.
We're doing a private cooking class.
Yeah.
I love that.
Before we get started, I thought it might be kind of fun to take you guys out to the garden.
Okay, cool.
And just kind of see what's out there. Maybe pick some stuff for the dish.
Okay.
Does that sound all right?
That would be great.
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
Beautiful. We're good.
Would you like to come down and say hello?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Very friendly. Just a little nervous right now.
Honey?
Oh, that's not your fault. You want to give it a shot? Okay. It's up to you.
Well, I'm gonna let you do it first.
All right, sounds good. Flat hand. Fix it up with your lips. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, she's got it. She's got it this time.
Flat hand. You stood there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I dropped some.
No, she's fine.
So a lot of our menus, like what you had for Just Cook For Me, kind of starts at the garden. We'll just kind of see what's growing, what's vibrant and fresh.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll even run into our farmer down there, give him a hard time.
Okay.
And just do a lavender, chamomile water, maybe. That's it, guys.
Okay.
That's good, right? All right, sweet.
Why you close
Okay, cool.
Back to the kitchen.
Back to the kitchen. Let's go make some.
After playing with the horse and getting ready to cook.
Maybe horse slobber may be good for you.
I don't know, maybe some good bacteria like we learned in the healthy gut class. I don't know. Yeah.
Nice little New Zealand rack of lamb. We kept it intact. I want to kind of show you kind of a little bit of the butchering process. There's a bunch of different ways you can do it.
Okay.
So really, our first step is kind of getting everything to the place where we can put it on the plate. Here. So I'm just kind of submerging these potatoes in this garlic oil here. And what we're gonna do is cook them really nice and slowly. So it can kind of just really kind of cook them, make them nice and soft, and then we're gonna strain them out. Then we're gonna smash them and kind of roast them again. Okay. So twice baked potatoes kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
So the oil is garlic oil?
Garlic oil. Okay. Yeah, garlic infused. Okay. So again, rosemary from our garden. I'm gonna throw that bad boy in there.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna get a couple more kind of, pieces of garlic. Give it a nice little smash before we throw it in there, just to kind of bring the oils out and give it that nice garlicky flavor.
Open it up.
Yeah, open that thing up. We're just gonna let those guys go. Our water's heating up so we can blanch our broccoli, because we want a nice vibrant green. If you don't blanch them before you cook them, they're gonna kind of stay this kind of darker off green color. To like bring out that natural vibrance in your vegetables, I think just blanching them super quick. 30 seconds max.
Is that gonna kind of like boil them, broil them?
So we don't want it to be a full boil, right? We're gonna do it low enough so it's barely simmering.
Just
right?
start to cook it.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
start to cooking
Slowly,
it.
slowly cooking it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of heating up with the oil.
Okay.
Like cooking like a slow cook with the oil.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to kind of French these bones. That's what the technique called. Is like doing a nice little French on these. So this is a lamb rack. You've got kind of like the bones kind of shooting off here. You guys have seen those like lamb lollipops,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That's where this comes from. Okay. So really what I want to do is I just want to clean up these bones nice and neat. So we just have a beautiful little kind of like nice little roasted rack of lamb.
Okay.
So we're going to sear the whole thing and then throw the whole thing into the oven and just let it kind of roast in there. And so what I do is I'm gonna stick my boning knife right here and kind of just like scoot along the sides of the bones as clean as I can. And then I'm gonna kind of come under and kind of come up this way of the lamb. So I'm kind of cutting that middle section out.
Okay.
All right?
You wanna try one?
Oh, to cut it?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, come over here, come on. Throw some gloves on.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
So she
That's
concentrated.
it. Yeah, that's it. All the way down. Very good job. You held a knife before, I can see.
Yeah, so it's
Yes.
like you just wanna.
So what I got here is a little garlic confit that is kind of lowly submerged in oil, just like our potatoes kind of. I took the garlic out, kind of smashed them up here. And then we're gonna add a little bit of Dijon mustard to this. So
Just
that's just
garlic,
garlic?
and oil.
just garlic, yep, and a little bit of oil, and that's it.
And you just roasted the garlic?
Yeah,
or?
just
Okay.
roasted the garlic. We're gonna put a little bit of Dijon mustard in there. All right, so if you just wanna kind of whisk in that Dijon mustard. All right, so if you just wanna smear that all over this lamb, kind of like nice and even. Yeah, exactly, just get it all in there.
Like you're good in here, right?
I'm great in
This
here.
is probably the highlight of your
It's
trip.
the highlight of the trip.
I love that. So I'm just gonna give it a little S&P for the top, just to create that nice.
For
kind
those
of
that
crust
don't
on
know,
there.
S&P.
Little S&P on there.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. It's always good to kind of buy your pepper in the whole version, right? So if you guys get a pepper grinder and it kind of has a whole peppercorn in there, always look for that instead of getting pre-ground pepper. Because what those have, the pre-ground pepper has this chemical inside that's like an anti-caking agent, so it never clumps up.
Oh.
Right? So if you're getting whole spices and kind of grinding them yourself, you're gonna avoid that moment of having those chemicals in there that doesn't let them clump up together. And I'm gonna take some rosemary too from our garden here.
This is a very healthy dish that we're doing today.
Yes, it is.
Healthy dish.
But all
They've
the
been
things that
asking
I-
for it.
All the things that I like.
Right.
Exactly. I heard it. I heard it. It's sounding good. We're sizzling. Gorgeous, huh? Looking gorgeous. She's doing good in there. See how it's like not sticking? And the reason it's not sticking is because we let this pan heat up before we put it in there. So once the oil's nice and hot, those pores from the pan are gonna open up and gonna get into the pan. It's gonna kind of like actually, the oil's gonna kind of settle into the pan, and that's gonna help it with that kind of like non-stick kind of profile there. Boiling water, right? And we're just gonna do half at a time. so our water stays boiling.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't want to add in too much.
Okay.
And that's going to cool it down. See how it's still kind of bubbling still? That's what we want there. We want the water to be hot enough so it doesn't stop the, the boil, and we get to keep on cooking it as fast as we can. 30 seconds a minute max. See how it's nice and vibrant green?
Yeah.
That's exactly what we want. We're just gonna throw it over some ice here for a little shocking action. So when you throw it in ice water, right? So we're gonna put a little bit of water in here too. It stops the cooking process, right? I don't love vegetables when they're kind of like weird, like brown, like overcooked. You know what I mean? So what this does is this totally stops them from cooking anymore. So it's gonna keep them at that perfect, vibrant green. And all we're gonna do from here is just kind of saute them really nice and gently and give them some color, and that's really it. All right? So yeah,
put the rest of it?
Yep, go ahead.
That's what I wanted to do, to try to find something different that we don't prepare. So it's garlic, olive oil, smash like 2 or 3, depending on how many potatoes. Put your actual fresh garlic in there, cloves and rosemary. Yeah. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna do that at home.
You'll definitely be trying it again.
I will do that. I mean, because I've never thought of flash frying.
Roasting them that way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right. So we're gonna make a minced like gremolata or chimichurri almost. So this is kind of an herb-based sauce that has some acid in it, has some fat in it, and it's primarily composed of just fresh, beautiful herbs. Okay. All right. And then we're also gonna throw a little bit of radish in there, garden radish, and a little bit of jalapeno for a little bit of spice. You guys like a little bit, tiny bit of, just a little tiny.
We like a lot.
Okay,
so
all right,
we can take a lot.
So here we go. Let's do a little bit of parsley for you. All right. And we're gonna take this beautiful mint here, and I'm just gonna kind of break it from the leaves here, and I'm just gonna kind of put it in a pile, and we're just gonna chop all the herbs at once. Okay. So we're just gonna kind of line those guys up. So he's gonna do the chopping. I love that your other hand is nice and curled here. It's called the, what do you call it? I call it the bear claw.
Yeah.
It keeps it away from the
bear claw, or the cage.
Right.
We like to call it, right?
Yeah, it keeps it away from the knife.
What's your favorite thing to cook together?
Normally, like if we're doing like a cookout, like for him to do the outside grilling, and I'm making the veggies on the inside, and he'll come in and say, "Taste this." It's like, how's this taste on the sauce? You know, so that kind of thing. So I love for him to barbecue me like wings, tenderloins.
And do these radishes too. So all I want you to do is just to kind of cut them down like a julienne, and then cut them the other way to give it like a nice little mince on there. So I did a little bit of fresh jalapeno in there.
Oh, really? Okay.
And a little bit of this olive oil on top. Salt. Just like that.
Marry him.
Yeah.
Get him all happy and merry.
We got our nice little chimichurri in here. Beautiful. Look at that. You want to give that a little taste?
Yes.
See where we're at? Oh yeah.
Just a little bit of kick.
You know what it needs though?
What?
It needs a little bit of honey. Smells incredible. So I'm at 122 right now. I'm gonna pull that thing.
Yeah.
I'm pulling that thing. So right now, this would be a perfect medium rare, right? 122, beautiful, but we're not serving it right now, right? We're letting it rest. We're letting it hang out. So by the time it sits here and continues to cook, it's gonna be beautiful, like 135 kind of thing. That's where I think you guys are gonna really love it. So letting the meat rest, you're gonna get like a more consistent temperature throughout the whole protein, right? If you cut it right away, right, when it comes out of the oven, that's when you get those rings of like of like mid-well to medium and then stark rare in the middle.
And then you release a lot of your juices when you do that. Yeah.
Exactly. You're gonna keep the juices in there and you're gonna get that beautiful temperature through the whole protein the longer you rest it.
Now behold the lamb.
That's a song of mine.
Okay, so just
Yep, so what I do is kind of, I'll just start it here and I'll kind of follow that bone. And like right here, you see where it kind of disconnects right there? So you kind of want to shoot that gap a little bit. You want me to do one and I'll kind of show you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, cool. So I'm just going to kind of cut down here and then you can kind of feel where it kind of separates a little bit. And that's it right there.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha. Just kind of follow it.
Yep, just kind of follow it and just kind of crunch down here. And sometimes there's a little bit of tendon here. You kind of have to cross over. Exactly. Yeah, that's it right there.
Let's see what we have. The muscle. Hey, looks good, smell good, tastes good. All the goods.
I think we're checking off all the boxes there.
Right.
Yeah, I think we did.
All right. So we're wrapping up our personal cooking experience with Chef Kyle here at Miraval. It has been wonderful. He took us to the garden. We got to meet a nice bunny, the horse. What was a
Bonnie at Clydesdale.
Clydesdale horse.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
has been a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Been
I had
such
so
a
much
great
fun.
host.
Yes,
Thank you.
good.
You taught me so much today.
I know. I think I learned a little bit from you too along the way.
So I love it. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much.